It should be recalled that on the 7th June 2021, a ministerial retreat on strengthening interagency collaboration and organizational effectiveness for Federal Ministry of Police Affairs and related agencies commenced. The retreat, which was stipulated for 3 days through interaction between the KAS stakeholders and participants, highlighted and touched areas that will help in problem solving and ways in reforming the security sectors in Nigeria via collaboration and effective forecast and preparations. Today, 9th June 2021, the Federal Ministry of Police Affairs declared the retreat a success by commending efforts of participants and stakeholders during the retreat. He therefore advised the need for a level of synergy and need for collaboration among security agencies to foster peace and solve insecurity issues arising. During a closing remark by the resident representative of Conrad Adenio's Tiftank, Nigeria, Dr. Vladimir Krek, saw the need for the documentation of manuals, standards that will serve as a guide to newly appointed security agents to help minimize tax and maximize effective delivery of services. He thereby expressed interest in working with the Ministry of Police Affairs and the need for MDAs to collaborate to strengthening and release to improve performance of police in the country.
Of course, there are two major things that usually remain in every democracy, and one is the laws and the Constitution especially, and of course the rule of law, and the second thing that usually remains is the administration itself. The public service is in a certain way the backbone that ensures continuity when it comes to a change of government or even a change of politicians, when minister positions or even permanent secretary positions are handed over from one person to another person. It is up to the administration to make sure that knowledge created, performance created through one legislative term can be transferred in the next legislative term. And of course, when the permanent secretary was speaking about standards, it is very important to have these standards. Also, many problems do not change because all of a sudden the head of an administration or even the ruling party changes. Many problems actually remain the same, and to many of these problems the solutions remain the same, in form of standardizing, for instance. And one problem definitely in Nigeria is also to be considered in form of interagency collaboration, which was definitely one of the topics or the major topic of this retreat for the Ministry of Police Affairs and related MDAs. I would like to make very clear from the point of view of our organization that we would like to continue this process with the Ministry of Police Affairs and with the related MDAs to support improvement of performance in the area of policing, improvement of performance of especially the interrelated, the linked to each other MDAs that need to collaborate in order to achieve satisfying results in relation to the security of this country. In my opening address, I did say that one agency alone won't be able to solve the security issues of this country, and especially considering not only the many security issues and the partly very severe situation in some parts of the country, but also considering that most of the agencies are already very overstretched. It has been many times emphasized in this capacity building or retreat that the police needs to play, the Nigerian police force needs to play a major role in curbing crime and terrorism in Nigeria, and of course the police can only play this role if all the agencies around and of course the ministry to find ways of effective collaboration in order to empower the police to not only respect but fulfill the constitutional mandate given to this force in Nigeria.
From what I have seen and from the reports that that has reached me, this workshop has been very interactive, has been very lively, and has been very fruitful and beneficial to all the participants. I want to thank each and every one of you for sparing your time to be here for the last 3 days. I actually wanted to be with you throughout the 3 days, but because of the emergency security meeting which we had yesterday, I couldn't be here. Similarly, we also have a Federal Executive Council meeting today, and that's why I could also not be here. But I have been monitoring and I have been following what you people are doing, and I want to say I am very appreciative of your performances, particularly your attendance. I want to thank each and every one of you for committing yourselves to this retreat. Because of the interest that I have developed in this retreat, at yesterday's meeting I informed Security Council meeting that out of our commitment to ensure the attainment of some synergy, cooperation and coordination and collaboration between security agencies, we have decided to go into this workshop so that we will start with our own staff to take them through the essence and the importance of developing this synergy. And thereafter we will carry it along to our brothers, defense, interior, because we have been meeting regularly with myself, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Interior, trying to see how we can create some synergy amongst ourselves. Because by the very nature of security, particularly what we are having in this country today, we have to have some level of synergy, some level of understanding, and we must work together as a team if we have to succeed, if we have to fight these criminalities that are everywhere in this country. So I want to assure the organizers of this workshop that that is not the end of the journey. We look forward to working in closer cooperation with you. I'm very happy to hear that you have already started thinking of the next action, the next steps to take. We are willing and ready to continue to collaborate in this area so that our officers will benefit and the system will also benefit, and I believe it will be for the good of the entire machinery of government to have this kind of collaboration and collaborative efforts that this retreat attempts to achieve. No, the essence of this retreat is for us to try to ensure that we achieve what we call synergy among our security agencies, and we thought the first thing to do is for us to get our own staff to appreciate the need to have this synergy, to have this sense of cooperation and togetherness. And thereafter we will try to sell the idea to other security agencies, so that, because in any challenge such as this one, particularly the security situation in this country, you have to have some level of cooperation among all other security agencies before you can effectively succeed. And we believe this is the way to go, and this is the first step to take. And we are on course, and we have already started discussing with other sister security organizations with a view to having this kind of collaboration.
I know majority of Nigerians that are watching right now, we want to know, with this workshop, would there be any impact to what is currently happening in Nigeria at the moment?
Of course, yes. The target is to succeed in whatever you undertake, because as the various groups that are working together to achieve this target, you have to have some level of cooperation, some level of collaboration. So we see progress, we see success at the end of the day. And I believe it is the way to go. And with the cooperation and support and understanding of all the other sister agencies, we will succeed by the grace of God.
Zainab Ahmed, Voice TV, Nigeria.